Alrighty, sometimes my luck is really good, sometimes my luck is really bad. I was doing some necromech leveling earlier, literally about 30 minutes ago, because I recently got Bone Widow, and at the same time I'm also doing some arc gun leveling, and I was thinking, man, this is kind of taking some time. And then would you look at that, I got the login reward, which is an affinity booster, so good timing I guess. And then of course we'll do a blessing, might as well get a little bit more affinity. So that's what we're going to do for today, just some leveling. And at the same time I also got Nautilus building somewhere down here. Where is he? Where is, okay, there he is. And I also got Fever Spine building, and I also got Sent Up Hearts building, I got Wraith and Pride building, and I also got a few more arc guns leveling, or sorry, building. So good progress is being made. I'm also leveling the Volpaphulas as well as the Predacite. What are they called? Just Predacites? Yeah, okay. I don't even know how you say that. Is that Volpaphula or Volpepula? Probably Volpaphula, right? I don't know. English is my first language and only language, and I suck at it too. Now, I know that there's Steel Path Railjack now, but I've just been doing a Neptune survival. I can't really be bothered to do Steel Path. I think my low-level Bone Widow and low-level arc guns are not really ready for that. But this is fine, we got the affinity booster, we're good. Anyway, it is July 3rd at the moment, and tomorrow's July 4th, so a lot of fireworks are going to be happening. I'm going to be doing fireworks tonight because I work tomorrow, so it's best to just do fireworks tonight. And I assume there's going to be a lot of other people doing fireworks this whole weekend probably. Definitely be safe out there. Fireworks are pretty explosives. Basically, they're explosives that are more colorful, so they definitely can harm you. Just, you know, be safe out there. I remember when I was a little kid, me and my dad would go over to Phantom Fireworks, and we would usually just get some smaller fireworks, mostly like these little tanks that kind of rolled on the ground and then emitted sparks, and then also smoke balls. That was about it. We also got some airplanes that would shoot up into the air. I really like those ones. I like things that do actually fly into the air and emit, you know, pretty colors. It doesn't have to be a big kaboom, but just, you know, a nice little actual, just something that actually shoots up into the air and is not very weak. It's just we could never really get anything that big because, you know, fireworks are not exactly legal, but they did get actually legal a few years ago, or maybe like a year or two ago, or something like that. And it's all dependent on like state laws, that type of stuff. I know it finally got legal for us about a year or two ago. Granted, even when fireworks were illegal, most people thought it was kind of dumb. There's just not really a reason for them to be illegal because people are going to fire them off anyway, and idiots are going to be idiots, you know? Like, let's not punish the safe and responsible people. But nowadays for fireworks, I normally try to get this like huge pack of fireworks. It's about $200 usually, and it's a bunch of stuff that does fly into the air, and it actually has a bit more of a show. It's not the big explosives, the mortars. It's more smaller mortars, and I think there's a few fountains in it, some bottle rockets that actually are not just an explosive. Those are the worst fireworks to me. The ones that are just basically a firecracker. It does not emit any pretty colors at all. Those ones suck. And then for some reason, every firework pack has to have a bunch of firecrackers. Firecrackers are pretty lame. I feel like they're more for trolling than anything else. When my dad was a little kid, they would go around the neighborhood and throw firecrackers in people's pumpkins on Halloween. I definitely do not recommend doing that, but that's just what my dad did in what, like the 70s probably? The 80s, something like that. My dad and his brothers were little hooligans when they were little. That is for sure. I remember one time when we had the smoke balls as a kid, my dog picked it up in their mouth and yeah, it painted their mouth a little color. I think it was green. Like, smoke balls are kind of neat. Definitely don't hate them. They're definitely not firecrackers at least. But yeah, you definitely gotta keep your dogs away from the fireworks. I think 2 of my dogs are pretty scared of fireworks though. My other one actually just barks at the firework. Definitely gotta keep them on a leash or inside. It's not a good idea for her to be around the fireworks because she'll probably grab them. Never has, luckily, because we try to keep her away from the fireworks, keep her on a leash, but she does bark at them a fair bit, that is for sure. I wonder if it's supposed to thunderstorm this weekend, because it seems like there's been weather alerts for that. There might have been some thunder earlier today, but I've not seen any thunder yet. It hasn't rained yet. I remember the 4th of July for either last year or the year before, it did rain. I remember that because I was supposed supposed to be on a food truck that year, but it ended up getting canceled because it was supposed to rain, which kind of stunk because I really enjoy doing food truck. Food truck is really just a nice change of pace from normal restaurant work. It's really chill. You get free drinks, and when I say free drinks, I mean free bottled drinks, because yeah, at the restaurant we get free drinks, but that's from the fountain, not the bottled drinks. And then on top of that, in terms of food truck, there's not as many food options. For fryer, there's only cheese curds that we do. We don't do fries or chicken strips, none of that. So fryer is just really easy because it's just one item. And then I think there's also like a mini flat top in the food truck, and that's normally just basic grilled cheeses, nothing too fancy. We normally just sell a bunch of half pints of ice cream and cheese curds and some grilled cheeses. That's for the most part it. Nothing else that's like really complicated, because our main selling points of our restaurant are definitely cheese curds and ice cream. We've got plenty of ice cream flavors that are pretty unique. My favorite is sea salty caramel and lemon blueberry cheesecake. There's also black raspberry that's pretty good. I think we have about 40 different flavors. There's banana split ice cream, which is actually, I need to try that still. I have not tried it, but my dad really likes it. We have s'mores cookie dough. That's really good. My sister likes it. Got cow patty. There's chocolate fudge brownie. There's cow tracks. There's a flavor called up, up and away. I forget what it's kind of like. It kind of looks like white chocolate raspberry. And there's coffee chocolate chunk. We got Rocky Road, of course. And then we have some sorbettos. There's a blue lemon raspberry. That's a sorbetto. That's actually pretty good. It's got a little bit of a sour taste to it. It's really nice. I like it. But my favorite is definitely lemon blueberry cheesecake and sea salty caramel. I wonder how it's going to be working tomorrow, because normally 4th of July, it's surprisingly not that busy to work on. I forget what day 4th of July was on last year. I don't remember. Was it a Wednesday? I have a hard time remembering, but I don't remember it really being that busy. I think the thing is, it only gets busy to a certain time in the day, because then everyone's going to see fireworks. They're not going out to eat. They might go out to eat beforehand, but not at like 7 or 8, because they're going over to fireworks. And we do have a fireworks show that's like kind of behind us. There's like a viewing party right across the street from us. I know that much. And I think it happens all weekend, because it happened yesterday, which was Thursday. I think it's happening today as well, and it's definitely happening tomorrow. But yeah, fireworks are cool. I've always liked them. You know, just be safe out there with them. As soon as you light one, make sure to get away from it a fair bit. It was funny, and like the other year, we had one of those planes that shoot up into the air. We lit it. It started to go up a little bit and then just veered off to the side right at me and my dad. And it was kind of funny. It didn't hit us, luckily, but it just veered off way to the side. Did not really go straight up. Anyway, just more Warframe grinding. Really ain't too much left for me to do. I got the Senta, I got the Nautilus. I'm just companion grinding for the most part now. And there is adversary weapons I need a Forma. That's going to take a while though. Not looking forward to that. That just takes up so much Forma. I think it's like 260 Forma in total. Somewhere around there. I gotta do more K-Drive grinding. I am at least max rank with the Vent Kids, so don't have to worry too much about that anymore. I don't think I need that much standing for the K-Drives I need to build. I know I need to get at least 50k more standing for Compressa, but for the K-Drives, I'll probably just build the cheapest options. I think the cheapest options are like roughly 20k in total. I think I'll get all the K-Drives built in a few days. I don't think it'll even take a full week. If it does though, that's alright. But anyway, I think that's pretty much all I got to say for now. Just want you all to be safe for fireworks. You know, don't try to go shoot them at each other. I know some people do that for sillies. It's not really sillies when you get hurt though. They can definitely do some damage. Remember, fireworks are explosives that are just designed to be pretty. They go kaboomy still, and it's a really hurty kaboomy. But anyway, I'm just going to keep on leveling, and I think that's all for now. So I'll see you all in whatever I do next.